acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.
Hey, it's JSB, and today on Acting is Reacting, it's a 30-year throwback to May 1994 when a certain ex-Marillion singer, yep, Fish, released his Suits album. To celebrate that, we're going to do a long song listen-along to one of the key tracks from that album, namely this one. So yes, of course, this is Fortunes of War, which was the second single from Suits, co-written by Fish with producer James Cassidy and guitarist Robin Bolt, who's been in and out of his band over the years. Is he still with them now? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen Fish solo. Of course, we're doing the full 8-minute album version. The single was cut down to about 5 minutes, as you would.
Beds scattered across the lawn, like the squares of Waterloo, with bayonets of thorns repelling small children in search of lost tennis balls. Imaginary cannonballs that were fired at the legs of galloping cavalry, raised in the dreams in the shade of the apple trees. Toy soldiers, drunk in warm lemonade. And the children dream of glory and fortunes of war. They're safe in bed with stories and fortunes of war. Fortunes of war. As the sun sets low in these plain fields, an army returns with its swords and shields, dustbin lids and raspberry cakes. They live to fight another day. Warriors' medals, milk bottle tops, battle flags fashioned from mother's old tablecloths. Bright colors will run in the summer rain. Sometimes when they fall, they will pretend that the hanky is a bandage to stop the bleeding. They'll imagine city streets and desert storms and fallen fields and bullets flying. These are the fortunes of war.
So you have both Robin Bolt and Frank Usher on guitar at this time. Not sure who's playing what. They're both very good when they're not trying to cop Steve Rothery. Fish said the song length's got a bit of out of hand on this album, but I'm not sure I agree with that.
Jacket like a matador through the jitterbug steps of the night before, and I followed him down to the church parade where he makes his peace every armistice day, I watched them fade away and melt in the autumn rain. 'Cause sometimes when they fall, they can't pretend that the hanky is a bandage. They can't stop the bleeding. The routing city streets and desert storms and foreign fields. Oh,
Desert Storms, still relatively topical. It was 91, wasn't it?
While the children dream of glory and fortunes of war, they're safe in bed with stories and fortunes of war. The uniforms and glory, the fortunes of war, fortunes of war. Fortunes of war. Fortunes of war. Fortunes of war. These are the fortunes of war.
Have Mark Duff on whistles and flutes and Bill Giles on saxophone on this track. Neither of whom I've heard of, but it's good work. Okay, that was Fish, Fortunes of War. What a track, really. I'm kind of up and down with Fish's solo material. To be fair, mostly down. But I really liked Suits, which is odd because it's not really one of his better regarded albums by people who do like solo stuff. So fancy that. Me on the outside edge, all on my own, as per blooming usual. Obviously, what he's doing lyrically is contrasting the innocence of childhood play at war in the initial verses, and then moving to contrast that with the harsh realities felt by soldiers and ex-soldiers later in life. Now, I'm not sure if children actually still play at war. Is that a thing? Whether it's fallen out of fashion? Did children play at all anymore? That's not on the video games. I've no idea. I've got no children or access to them. I'm not saying I'm being kept away from them. I just, by choice, have no interaction with people under the age of about 20. And that suits me just fine, I have to say. But yeah, I find that very effective and moving track, and it's vocally superb. It's when Fish is singing in his natural range in any period of time, whether it's the early Marillion days when he really never did, or here, or how he's singing now. He sounds really good when he's not straining. It really, the subject matter suits his voice, and the tone of it is all exceptionally done. Of course, this was an example of one of his many great ideas that didn't quite work, which was to keep the single in the charts by releasing it 4 weeks in a row with different bonus tracks, acoustic tracks that would make up an acoustic album, and I think possibly even different versions of the single itself. It sort of worked in that it was in the charts for 3 of those 4 weeks, but its peak was a lowly 67. So even though it lasted a whole week longer than most of his other singles from the early 90s, wasn't quite the smash success that such a ploy might have led him to hope. But the album itself made number 18, which was pretty good going by that stage. After his brief flirtation with Polydor, this was him out on his own independent. And I mean, again, it was in and out of the charts in a few seconds, as so many albums would be from both him and his ex-colleagues over the next 10 years at least. That doesn't bear any relation to the quality of the works. Anyway, as I say, Suits doesn't have a massive reputation as one of his best solo albums, but it is one of my few favourites. My absolute favourite is A Feast of Consequences, so most of us can agree on that one, I think. But his last effort left me snoozing, I'm afraid. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one, whether you've heard it before or not. If you'd like to see what I made of a 40-year-old Marillion track with Fish on it, you can have a look over here. Or perhaps you'd like to see what Marillion themselves were up to in 1994, in which case there, or more or less, is your place to go. Either way, I hope to see you on one of those or something else very soon. That's it for today. Bye for now.